Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I was just thinking about how this year is just about over. Hell, I don't even know how much longer I'm gonna do this crap. So I thought it would only be right to end this year the same way we started it. Undertale is the game made by Toby Fox, who has worked on music for Homestuck and Pokemon. The incel is practically the Win-Manuel Miranda of video games. But you know all that by now, so why am I bringing this topic up again? Well, that's because I never finished. So sit down with me again so we can discuss the Undertale genocide route. So the game starts off exactly the same. We get to know why monsters are underground and meet Toriel and do the tutorial stuff, but right after she leaves, that's when stuff starts to change. So instead of not killing and saving everyone, you press the only button you wouldn't dare touch before, the fight button. Killing enemies gives you XP and LV, which don't mean exactly what you think, but whatever the case, getting enough XP will get you more health and buffs instead of how it was in Pacifist, where you stayed the same throughout the whole game. Now, this is where Genocide becomes tedious because in every area in the game, you must kill every enemy until you leave no survivors. And when you do kill everyone in the area's music changed to this more eerie and empty feeling song, as to show you that you really have gotten rid of everyone. The only evidence of their existence is the dust in the air they leave behind. After killing all the monsters in the ruins, you make your way to Toriel, just like usual, and all the dialogue is the same, but the fight isn't. As you stand before Toriel, you press the fight button and strike her down in one blow. And in her last breath, she says, "You hate me that much? I know now who I was protecting. Keeping you here. Not you, but them." Before leaving the ruins, you speak to Flowey, who knows that this isn't your first time playing, calling you disgusting, saying that sparing her wasn't satisfying enough. We just had to go back and kill her. But I don't think he's really one to talk. Anyway, the puzzles before Snowden are the exact same, except Sans knows about you killing stuff. All he wants you to do is not kill his brother. So, you kill his brother. The build up to this fight is pretty cool though. When you finally make it to Snowden, it's completely empty. It's nothing like how it was in Pacifist, with the only things here now is the text, but nobody came, over and over again, along with the dust in the air. In this moment, you really see how the people down here are starting to be scared of you. Like how in the shop, the only thing left is a note saying, "Please don't hurt my family." There's one person left, and that's Monster Kid. He's only here because he didn't believe there's a killer. So, he didn't leave when everyone else did. Anyway, you're finally going to confront Papyrus. He knows that you killed people, but believes you can change by not attacking you and holding his hands out for a hug. But, of course, you strike him down in one hit. Okay, listen, that fight is cool and sad if you did the other out first, but I'm getting tired of one-shotting every boss, and trust me, it's gonna stay this way. Waterfall is pretty much the same, with Monster Kid following you and Undyne chasing you down. It just happens differently. What's important is that Undyne has some true bloodlust, as you're truly the only thing standing in front of their salvation. After the huge scene where you get chased, the Monster Kid gets caught by Undyne, who warns him about the danger of the player, and Monster Kid really takes this to heart, running away, and so do you. Right before Heartland, you're on a bridge, and Monster Kid finally catches up with you, asking you if you're really evil, if you're really going to kill them. As you slowly walk closer to them, Monster Kid stands his ground, as he tries to be like his hero Undyne, but just like everyone else, you strike him down. But wait! Undyne took the bow, but it seems like she can't hold on much longer, telling Monster Kid to leave now. She looks at you on her last leg, saying that you are not human nor a monster. You are just evil, and that she has to live. She can't die yet. She can't die after one hit. No, she refuses to die. She will strike you down because she is filled with determination. Instead of turning to dust like everyone else, It's almost like she's melting. But why does this happen? Well, I hope you remember last time because I'm about to quiz you. Okay, so remember in the True Lab how Alphys was experimenting with determination to see if she could bring back fallen monsters, but when she did, all it did was make them melt, but to be fair, they were alive. It was also common knowledge that monsters couldn't create determination by themselves. It was something only humans could harness. So in conclusion, no, there's no answer for why Undyne can use determination, but clearly her body can't handle it. Okay, you got it? Good, let's get back on track. Even though Undyne knows she's dying, she refuses to give in. So in one last struggle, she calms herself and tries to put herself back together by transforming into a true warrior. Oh shit. This boss fight is awesome. The whole build up to it was so cool. My mouth was wide open from when she first got hit to when she transforms. This boss fight is so cool, representing her pride and determination. And Toby Fox really went hard on the song for this one because it's so good. But putting that all aside, this boss fight is hard as balls. You had it on easy street up until now, but Undyne is the hardest thing you've faced yet. And this boss fight goes on for a while. But when you finally deal that final hit, she's down. She tries to hang on, but she can't, resulting in her death as she accepts that she's failed everyone. As you walk away from Waterfall, you remember a strange door you found with a weird looking man. Who cares? It's not that important right now. What is all the people you need to kill in Heartland. Heartland is a lot shorter. When you go into the lab, there's a note saying everyone has been evacuated. But Mettaton is still here. He still wants to kill you, but now he wants to do it because if you kill everyone, he won't have an audience. Which, to be honest, is a pretty fair argument. But anyway, most of Heartland's puzzles have already been solved for you. You really just have to worry about the amount of enemies you have to kill here, because it gets super annoying with the amount you have to kill. It honestly sucks. Muffet isn't anything to talk about because she acts exactly the same, and you kill her in one hit, which sucks because I love her character. I would have loved to see a proper battle. This boss fight is so forgettable, in fact, that I almost forgot to hide it into the script. You get to the final confrontation with Mettaton, who is ready to kill you by transforming into Mettaton EX, who has an awesome design. He even gets a Buster Cannon like from Mega Man. It's really cool, so it really sucks that you kill him in one hit. What's the point of this? Why give him a new design like Undyne if you're just gonna throw it away? It wasn't funny, it just felt lazy and a missed opportunity. Anyway, you walk past them as now the only thing that stands before you and the surface is the King Asgore. As you walk to the castle, Flowey shows up, wanting to tell you a story. He tells you all about how he's just like you, and how he could start and stop timelines after he got turned into a flower. And oh yeah, he tells you how he felt about his death and becoming a flower, telling you how cold it was at first, how empty it is to feel no emotion at all. For a while, he did everything he would: kill everyone, save everyone, hate everyone, and love everyone. But eventually, he grew bored and stopped messing around. And then you came. He was amazed how someone could do the thing he could, and how he wasn't as powerful as you were, due to that human soul you have. He brings up the offer of you teaming up with him, but he starts feeling something he's never felt before, and that's fear. He keeps saying, "Stop looking at me like that. Stop it. Stop it." And then you kill him too. You finally make it to the Judgment Hall. Something I didn't say last time we were here was just how nice looking this place is. It's quiet, the only sound being the wind and the birds, with light from the glass-stained windows shining on you. It's the best looking thing in the game. Just like in Pacifist, Sans asks you if you think that even the worst people can change. He also tells you about how you would have been dead a long time ago if he didn't make a promise, but he did say he never makes promises, and he wants to fight you. But let's better explain what I just said. If you remember in Pacifist, he said that he isn't one to make promises, but made a exception that time just for Toriel, someone he didn't even know. But how did he know about you killing everybody in Snowden? How did he know about you resetting the game? Well, as far as I remember, there isn't a real clear-cut explanation. He just knows, but he does drop hints towards how he can do some of the weird stuff he does. But look, I know I killed his brother, but he's just a easy skeleton. I'll kill him in one hit, just look at his stats. One attack and one defense. The weakest enemy in the game. So let's just see what he has in store for me. What the hell? That doesn't seem like the weakest enemy in the game to me. In fact, Sans is the hardest fight in the game, and is arguably the coolest, as it features Toby Fox's most iconic song in Megalovania. This boss fight is just so cool, because Sans used to be one of your best friends throughout your whole adventure, but now he stands here ready to kill, acting like he's done it before. He also drops a bunch of lore about how we saw a bunch of timelines starting and stopping, and every time he brings lore, he always specifies that there was a second person. It could be his brother, but I doubt that. But it could be the strange man behind the door, also known as W.D. Gaster, who I'll talk more in the Deltarune video so you get the full sense of it. But at the very least, we know that Sans knows about your powers of being able to save and reset. But what we need to worry about is killing the skeleton. Sans doesn't mess around, as he will put your skills to the test. He throws everything at you. Your reaction time has to be on point. But this boss fight isn't random. Every time you fight him, he uses the same attacks in the same order. So it's more of a memory game than anything. And when you're able to figure out that pattern, you've got it. And when you do finally kill him, it's the most satisfying thing ever. It's like I just had sex for the first time, and I haven't even had sex yet. It's so good to see that dude bleed. Yeah, it's weird that he bleeds, and Toby Fox has never said anything about it. I mean, the Skeleton Brothers have a lot of mystery behind them, as explained by the shopkeep. So I guess it's just one of the many, many mysteries in this game. But after you've just beaten the hardest boss in the game, you greet Asgore, who you don't get the kill because Fowey does it, and then you kill him, like I said earlier. After that, everything goes black, as you are left alone all by yourself. As the consequences of your actions finally settle in, you see a figure, well, something more than that. It's another human named Chara, or Chara, however you want to say it. They explain that they have been revived due to your actions. Due to all the monsters you killed, she is here. She asks you one question, that being to get rid of this ward and move on to the next. And maybe you'll do better that time. But of course, you say no, and then the game crashes, and if you try and boot up the game, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. This moment is pretty cool because you're forced to realize how everything is gone. But because this is a video game you paid real world money for, you will get another chance to reset so you can actually play the game again. And that is Undertale, one of my favorite games, so it's good to finally get all my thoughts out there. And I was hoping to talk more about WD Gaster, but that's better saved for the Deltarune video. So for now, let's just enjoy the holidays, as it's been quite the year. I hope I get to do it again.